Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Melissa and this is episode 10 of my art journal series. In this series, I'm sharing my creative process, experimenting with supplies, and most importantly, letting go of perfection and just creating for the joy of it. So today, I'm continuing building pages in my art journal, adding layers, texture, and a little bit of storytelling. I've got the weekly sketch here from A Cherry on Top, and this is my washi tape art journal that I've been documenting my pages in. I love this art journal so much. I'm just really having fun letting go of perfection and creating for the joy of it. And so here's just a little flip through of some of my previous pages. I will link a playlist down below in the description box if you'd like to catch up and see other episodes. So today you can see in this sketch there's two photos. I do have this Cards.by.MelissaMinor They Say It's Your Birthday collection on my desk, so I'm going to be using some papers and stickers from this collection. Now I've already cut my pattern papers down. I have a piece of navy blue cardstock here, and I'm going to go ahead and trim the corners real quick. I just need to corner round the outside edges, and I do not like this corner rounder, so if you have a recommendation of a corner rounder you like, I never seem to get this one lined up. In fact, I do mess up here on this red paper over here, but again, I'm letting go of perfection, so I'm just going to roll with it. All right, so I cut these down, and I cut them down to 5 1/4 by 8 to fit in my art journal, and then I just made the layered pattern paper 1/4 of an inch smaller so that I've got a little border all the way around. So here we go, and you can see here I am using a happy birthday theme. So I will be bringing in a couple photos. Just this past weekend, we celebrated Dale's dad's 87th birthday, and we just had so much fun. His dad is so independent and so full of life and just a joy to be around. And so I've got two photos. I did use my Cricut to cut a layering piece. So there's a picture of Dale on the bottom, and this is Dale's dad, and he's opening up the card that I made him. I used a Spellbinders, I believe it's their Die of the Month Club. I just recently subscribed to that to make the card. So part of me subscribing to clubs is making sure that I use the content. So what's the point of subscribing to all the things or purchasing all the things if you're not going to use them? So I really like using my supplies, and so I make sure to make at least one card with each shipment that comes in. All right, so I'm pulling out some Distress Oxide ink. So I said I cut this circle on my Cricut. I probably had a die that matched, but I thought it'd be easier just to make a 3-inch circle because the sketch showed 3 inches, and then just do like a shadow on my Cricut. So that's what I did. And I actually cut another circle for the photos, but I ended up using some circle dies from my stash to cut the photos. So I've got these layering circles that I'm going to layer behind, and I wanted to ink them up. And so I have, let's see, I believe that's, I'm going to check and make sure I'm giving you the right color name. That is Dried Marigold for the orange. And then from the yellow, I'm going to test out Scattered Straw because I think that'd be a good match. But I love that Dried Marigold. In fact, I was really surprised that I picked these colors and I thought they matched the collection perfectly. So I feel like that's another way to stretch your supplies when you get a kit, is to use your inks and color up your own papers. You can see here I really only needed to ink the edges of this layering circle, but I end up almost inking the whole thing. But you can add inks to enhance your collection. And so I think that that really makes these photos pop by doing that. Okay, I'm putting away my little sponge daubers. I do have a video on how I store those ink daubers, and if you're interested, just let me know. I'd be happy to link that as well. So we went over to Dale's dad's house, and there's Dale with his cat Garfield. His cat Garfield lives with his parents. And we also had another kitty cat named Lily there, and they were there at the table with us. And you can see Garfield likes to sit on Dale's mom's walker. Like, he thinks that's his seat. It's got one of those seats on it. So he thinks he always takes rides on that. So that's kind of cute. his mom and dad had made a cake for the celebration, so we had cake. And then we didn't really mean to play trivia, but Dale was like asking some questions, and then we were taking turns using SIRI. I'm not going to say the word so it doesn't, my phone doesn't start going crazy, but we used that, and so we kind of had a trivia game with that. So I really had a nice time, and Dale's mom just looked so good that day. I feel like in the past few visits she hadn't looked very good, and she just looked full of color, and she just looked so good, and we had a great time laughing, and the cake was delicious. And so I just had a lot of fun and wanted to document this memory. And what I really like about this art journal series is that I'm able to document current. So that's something I've never done. I've never documented current photos. I'm always, jumping around in different years and different occasions, but this art journal series has really kept me on track to document the current every day. So, and I'm not doing every day, I'm picking photos from the current week. So each week when the new sketch comes out on a Cherry on Top website, it comes out on Thursdays, usually later in the day on Thursdays. I'll go and I'll print it. I put it in a protective sleeve and I have a binder, but then I'll go back and reflect on the week, and it gives me that time to really reflect on the week and document what I thought was important from that week or what brought me joy. And so we had a lot of things come up this week, but I think the one that brought me the most joy was this birthday celebration. So I just think it's fun, and I encourage you to try that. If you're struggling with keeping up with scrapbooking, maybe just do something small like this, a quick art journal page, and then document the current from the week. I just know it's brought me so much joy in doing this, and so I'd like to just pass that along in case it sparks any interest in any of you. I'm adding a few stickers from the They Say It's Your Birthday Cartabella kit, and so I popped those up with some foam tape. You can see I've got a little cake and then a couple little wordy bits, and so each of the photos has a sticker and a wordy bit. Now for the sketch, it had I think they called it a focus word on the sketch, so our focus word for this week was happy birthday. So I thought those balloons were cute. I put a little foam on the top so that it gave it some dimension. And then what I do for my journaling is I go into a Pages document on my MacBook. I size the size that I want it to be, and then I space it to 1.5 and make sure it fits in that size. And then I load some cheap cardstock. I actually get the cardstock at Walmart, and I can put it in the drawer of my printer. I do have an Epson printer. It's a wide printer, but I mean, that doesn't matter. It's just, I think it'll feed through any of them, but I can put it into the drawer and then push print. And then that allows me to make strip journaling. So I print my whole story, and as you can see here, then I cut each strip down, and then I'll glue it onto my page like this. Now, are the strips exactly the same size? No. They could be. I could go in and, make sure I'm cutting each of them the same, but it really doesn't matter to me. I like the look of this strip journaling, so I finished that off camera, adding all of the rest of the strips. And now the finishing little touch is I'm going to go back in on the sticker sheet and find a few little elements. So I've got like these little, looks like kind of confetti, and then some little like streamers. So I'll add a few of those around the right side of this page. So then the last thing that we have to do for this layout is to get it into the book. And so the book that I'm using is from the washi tape shop. I looked around for art journals, and what attracted me to this washi tape shop journal is that I had quite a few pages. Now it's getting really thick, so I might have to be a little more thoughtful on how much dimension and bulkiness I'm adding to each page, but so far it is working out great. And if I have to get another journal to continue on in this year, or even this, the half of the year, I think that's going to be okay. And I just use my tacky glue here to glue these into my journal. And you can see, there we go. And that is really going to finish up today's layout. So if you've enjoyed this process video, I invite you to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. I'll leave links to this sketch, so if you want to participate, you can earn some cherry points that convert to dollars if you upload your layout by Wednesday of the following week. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, drop them below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!